I'm a Canadian who was born somewhere else. I was born in Guyana in South America, and I left there to come to Canada in 1974. The Fire Within. Yeah. I actually saw that when I went up to Algonquin Park to pay tribute to Mr. Thompson on the centenary of his passing in 2017. I felt it. I felt it in my heart, in my soul. I saw it in the fall colors that were still clinging to the trees up in Algonquin Park. So that fire, it ebbs and flows, it rages, it comes down to a simmer every once in a while, but it's always in there. The day it goes out, when that day comes, you'll know, because the brush will fall from these hands. Algonquin Park in north of the city is one of my favorite places to go and paint, for many reasons. I had said earlier on that I do feel it's a very special place. I read about it first of all from studying the works of the Group of Seven. They've been there quite often. They would take the train up. I doubt whether Highway 60 was built back in those days. Perhaps later on in their career it was, but I know the train went to Huntsville, and then the train station just north of Canoe Lake is where Tom Thompson and those guys would get off, and they would hike around and canoe around and paint. Now I have it that much easier. I drive up and I stay at the Blue Spruce, one of my favorite places to stay, and one of these days I'll rough it by camping somewhere in the park, but for the time being I go up there, and Blue Spruce is my home base, and then from there I drive around, I plein air paint, I come back to my cabin and I paint in the cabin. This particular spot I discovered the year I went up there to pay homage to Tom Thompson. It's Ragged Falls. It was getting to be fall, and I just saw a sign and something said stop and go in. Well, that was the beginning, because from then I've done literally dozens of paintings of Ragged Falls. This is the path heading from Highway 60. These two spots, actually it's the same rock face in the wintertime, and I have painted that scene in the spring, the winter, the fall, and in the summertime. It is just an amazing place. The spirits tend to either dance in the summer, well, sometimes in the winter when it's cold and they have to dance around to stay warm. I've seen the waters of Ragged Falls rushing through the ice. These colors here with the sun, I moved the sun around a little bit for composition for my piece, but the colors in the ice. One time I was up there with my assistant, and there was an indication of a door here through which we have to go. And that door, when you touch it, it opens up the world of creativity which has been presented to me since my trip up there. Algonquin Park will be a very special place for me, especially Ragged Falls.